All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are tearing down the playbook for creating a viral, high-income YouTube channel using nothing but free AI tools. And this isn't just theory, okay? It's all based on a real-world success story that is blowing up right now. So get this. Imagine pulling in over $8,000 a month from a brand new YouTube channel. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky number either. It's the conservative monthly income for a channel that's figured it all out. Now, here's the crazy part. The channel that's earning this, it's only 4 months old. Yeah, just 4 months. In that tiny amount of time, it's already racked up over 71,000 subscribers and 3 million views with just 31 videos. Unbelievable. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's right there. Every single video is made in under 20 minutes using AI. No fancy camera, no expensive microphone, you don't even need complex editing skills. This is what happens when you combine AI with a smart, repeatable workflow. All right, let's get into the playbook. We're gonna walk through this step by step. First, building your channel, then crafting the viral video, and finally, optimizing everything to go big. Okay, first things first, phase 1, building your AI channel. Before you even think about making a video, you gotta lay the groundwork. This is all about setting up your channel to attract a high-value, US-based audience right from day one. Why? Because that's what gets you a higher RPM. That's the revenue you make per 1,000 views. We want that number as high as possible. So, this breaks down into 3 simple but crucial steps. We'll start with nailing your channel name and brand. Then we'll write a description that's optimized for search. And finally, we'll dive into some super important back-end settings that are gonna maximize your earnings. And look, you don't have to spend days agonizing over a name. With a really simple prompt and an AI tool like ChatGPT, you can get a whole list of memorable, SEO-friendly names that are perfect for that finance and inspiration niche. Now, for your channel description. It needs to do more than just, describe what you do. It's got to follow this 3-part structure. This literally tells the YouTube algorithm who your channel is for, what problem you solve, and why it's important right now. This is absolutely key for getting discovered. Okay, let's talk back-end settings, and listen, you cannot skip this part. It's critical. You have to set your country, currency, and language to the United States. That's how you target that high RPM audience. You'll also want to pick education as your category to get better ads, and set it to hold spammy comments. It just keeps everything clean. All right, with that solid foundation in place, it's time to move on to the fun part. Phase 2, crafting the viral video. This is really the heart of the system, the engine that's going to pump out your content super fast. And check this out. This is the simple, free toolkit you're going to use for literally everything. We're talking scripting with ChatGPT, getting amazing voiceovers with 11 Labs, and then creating and animating all your visuals with tools like Gemini and other free image-to-video platforms. The best part? This whole setup costs you $0. Every viral video has to start with a great idea, right? So the very first step is generating that winning topic. You can do it in seconds with a prompt like this. It's specifically designed to come up with ideas that make people curious and feel super relatable. Okay, so once you've got your topic, the script has to follow this exact structure. It's not random. You start with a powerful hook. You introduce the video clearly. You dive into the core problem. And then, this is important, you add a retention spike in the middle to keep people watching. Then, you finish it off with a strong closing message and a natural call to action. The whole thing is engineered to keep people glued to the screen. Here's a little pro tip that makes a huge difference: visual consistency. You need to create a single consistent character. How? Just use the same unique name, let's say Zach, in all of your prompts, both for the script and for the images. This makes sure your character looks the same in every single shot. It's a simple trick, but it really helps build a recognizable brand. So, creating the visuals might sound complicated, but it's actually a super simple 4-step process you can just repeat over and over. First, you generate your main character in an AI tool like Gemini. Second, you take your script and use ChatGPT to break it down into prompts for each scene. Third, you pop those prompts back into Gemini to generate all your images, making sure you keep that character consistent. And finally, you take those images and animate them into little video clips. Easy. And hey, here's a quick trick that's going to save you a massive headache. After you've generated a bunch of images, you might notice your AI tool starts to get a little laggy. If that happens, no big deal. Just download your main character's image, start a brand new chat, and upload it with a simple prompt. It basically resets everything and gets you back up to full speed. All right, let's get into our final phase, optimizing for virality. Because look, making the content is only half the job. Now we've got to make sure the YouTube algorithm actually shows it to the right people. This is one of those simple secrets that is so powerful, but so many people just skip it. Before you upload anything, name your video file and your thumbnail file with the exact title of your video. Why? Because YouTube's algorithm reads that data and it gives it a huge head start on figuring out what your content is about. Okay, let's talk thumbnails. This is probably the single most important part of your upload. But don't worry, you don't need to be a professional designer. You can use a prompt just like this one in ChatGPT, and it'll spit out a whole visual concept for you, a concept that's designed to tell a story and get a really high click-through rate. And this 3-panel structure is genius because it tells a whole story in a split second. Here's the problem, here's the struggle, and boom, here's the solution. It's absolutely perfect for grabbing someone's attention when they're scrolling on their phone, making them curious enough to click. Now, video tags. These are super important, especially when your channel is brand new and trying to find its audience. Instead of just guessing what tags to use, you can use a prompt template like this one to get the perfect set of tags that will help YouTube know exactly who to show your video to. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, timing your upload. For that high RPM, US-based audience we're after, the data shows a pretty clear sweet spot. You want to upload between 8:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays and Mondays. That's when people are chilling out or getting ready for the week. It's prime time. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that this isn't just some theory. It is a real, repeatable system that anybody can use right now, with tools that are completely free. I mean, AI is totally changing the game for content creation. It just makes you wonder, as these tools get even more powerful, what are we going to be able to create next?